How did I get the money to buy my first investment property? I'm gonna answer that question in this video, so stay tuned. Channel, my people. I do appreciate all the questions that are coming in. Please leave them in the comments below. I've been getting them DMs on my Instagram, so I love that anyway. But here we go. A question came in: how did I get the money to purchase my first investment property? And although that's a fantastic question, I'm going to try to break it down in incremental steps on how I actually did that. So first and foremost, you have to build your personal credit. Your personal credit has to be A1 steak sauce in order to go out and leverage what I'm about to talk about in order to build a portfolio, a real estate portfolio in particular, without utilizing your own money. Baby. So it took me a while, right? I like most people, when I first started on, I didn't know about credit before I became a credit expert. I was a victim of credit, right? Because of the ignorance that I didn't know any better, so I messed up my personal credit. So it took me a little over 13 years to rebound from bad credit, simply because I wasn't aware of credit repair companies, and then I dove in so far, once I took ownership and once I took credit into my own hands, I really dove in and learned everything there was, and then I went and fixed my own credit. So it took me a little over 13 years. Fast forward, once I fixed my credit, I started applying for, credit and started building my credit. Now, along that journey, I found out about business credit, okay? So a lot of us don't understand or don't even know that business credit exists. So when you start a business, right, a LLC or a S Corp, and you file it with the state and you go through all the, you check all the boxes to make it legitimate with the state, you can then qualify for business credit, right? Once you have a legitimate business and you have good personal credit, you can go ahead and take your personal credit and leverage that to go out and get business credit. And when you go out and get business credit is not attached to your personal name, okay? So even though they run your personal credit as a personal guarantor, right? So basically you're saying that if your company defaults and they can come after you legally, right? They can come after you personally, right? As long as you have good personal credit, they'll extend you that debt on behalf of your business. So when they do that, none of that gets reported to your personal credit. So for example, if you go out and you get a credit card from a bank, and then let's say it's 20,000, and you max that 20,000 out, it's not going to report to your personal credit, right? It'll report to your business credit. So if you max out your business credit card, although it'll show up on your business credit report as being maxed out, as long as the payment's on time, you are all set. Okay, so it's not like personal credit where they take into consideration your utilization ratio. They just look at, okay, he had 20,000. It's he used 19,000 of it, and then he's continuing to make his payments every month. Okay, so once you understand that this avenue is available to you and to everyone else, right? Once you go out and you leverage your personal credit to go out and get business credit, now that business credit, those credit cards, right, where I recommend you start. I don't recommend, not that I don't recommend going out and getting any business loans, but it's going to take a little while in order for you to build your business credit to go out and qualify for business loans. It's a lot easier to get qualified and approved for a business credit card when leveraging your personal credit if you have anything over a 700, okay? So with that being said, I went out and I started multiple businesses, and I got multiple business credit cards, okay? When I started my real estate company, I went out and I got a couple of credit cards through major banking financial institutions, right, with high limits, okay? Because lenders are going to lend 10 to 15 times more on the business side than they will on the personal side. So with that being the case, I went out, I got a couple of credit cards with high limits, and I was able to take the money off of those because you can convert credit into cash, and I'll make a video on how you do that. So you can go out and take the cash right off the credit card, right? And you can, it's tangible at that point, right? Because you're converting credit to cash. You could take the cash, go out and buy your real estate. So that's exactly what I did, my people. I went out, I got a couple of credit cards, I took the money off of those, I used that as a down payment on one of my investment properties, and that was actually a flip. So once I did the flip and I got the money back, I went ahead and paid the credit cards off, right? And when you do this, when you take money off, when you max the card out, you pay it back, max it out, pay it back, you know, within a couple of months or so, they're going to, because of all the activity, because of you using 20,000 and paying 20,000 back, they're going to increase your limits. So those credit cards, one of them, for example, was 25,000. After 3 months, they doubled it to 50,000. So if you keep doing that strategy, if you keep taking the money off and keep paying it back, keep taking it off, keep paying it back, you're going to see significant increases over a short period of time, which is how you build even more business credit, right? So that's how I bought my first property. I went out, I took the money off credit cards, put a down payment, did a flip, paid the credit cards back, made I think 70,000 profit off of that, and I just went ahead and reinvested that into another project, right? And then kept that going, right? Copy, paste, repeat, copy, paste, repeat. Once you establish a blueprint, this is very important. Once you establish a blueprint, all you have to do is just duplicate. Copy, paste, duplicate. There's no reason why you should go out and try to reinvent the wheel, okay? On your journey, you're gonna make a boatload of mistakes. And as you're making those mistakes, you're taking mental notes, right? You're writing things down. You know what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? And along that journey, you're gonna spend a lot of money. You're gonna learn a lot. You may take a lot of losses, but at the end of the day, all those experiences are making you a lot wiser for your next project or your next investment or your next journey. So take down notes, write down everything, right? Learn from your mistakes, right? These are all learning experiences. Learn, deposit them in the memory bank, and then as you move forward, now you're able to move methodically, and then you're not gonna make the same mistakes again, right? Because you've learned from it already. So that's going to enable you to be a lot smarter investor, to make sure you protect your money or your investment money, whatever it is, and it'll allow you to go out and take bigger risks because now you have the knowledge and the experience. So if you like this video, like, subscribe. I got a bunch of other questions that came in, so I'll be making a bunch more videos on how I started my real estate journey, and I was able to go out and build this real estate empire that has allowed me to create passive income, to come out, you see that, and purchase toys like these that I can enjoy on the weekend and when I'm not hustling or grinding or working. So like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.